Let's see. Hey everyone, let's see if this worked this time. Uh, Oh yeah, great. Finally. Hey everyone. Yes. So I have moved my office up into a spare bedroom, and I'm, still fiddling with connections and trying to get everything connected so I can go live today. For some reason, when I did the event, it posted at 9 o'clock in the morning, and as most of you know, I go live at 11 o'clock on Wednesdays Pacific time. So here we are. So we'll try to figure what in the world was that all about this morning. So today, if you're just jumping on, say hi. I'm Dallas Piana. I'm the host of Coaches Scaling Secrets and Strategies Facebook group, where coaches, healers, consultants have all come together to learn my strategy, which is using a Facebook group to grow your business online successfully. I do have a private program where I do one-on-one work with people and group coaching program with people to help them actually build their business over a year's time. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But today I want to talk one of my favorite topics, which is content. Okay, let me just see what's going on here. If you are on, say hi. If you can hear me, say hi. You can hear me. Let me know where you're calling in from or watching from. It's a beautiful spring day here. And it's interesting now in the profile picture of the live, it has a little live there. So that's new from Facebook. Great. But let's get started because I know everyone's busy. And this is a topic I love to talk about content. Um, and let's talk about how to use your content to actually attract people that are going to buy your program. So, you guys, you got to know that content marketing, which is producing, publishing words or a video, that's content, okay? That's how they describe it in marketing terms, is a long term strategy, okay? You just can't throw up an offer of, here's my program, come buy it. In the strategy. Okay, it just doesn't work unless you've got to move people through the process of warming them up over time. All right. So in marketing, they call that there's three stages that a buyer or prospects will go until they buy from you. And they call it the cold, the warm, and the hot audience. They actually call it traffic, but let's just say it's an audience, okay? And if you've been working with me or following me for a while, we actually build our audience over on our personal page, and when that's really full and alive and there's engagement, we open up a group, move people to the group. Other people do it differently. That's just the way I do it. So know that if you've also been in my workshops, we talk about there's the stranger, which is really the cold audience. Cold. They don't know you yet. They don't even know if they've got a problem. Or is it in their consciousness? You may see that they have the problem. They're not aware they have a problem, or they are aware they have the problem and they don't know who you are. So they are a cold audience. They're a stranger, and as you invite them into your space, you're starting to warm them up. Okay, so that's when you shift into a warm market. So we'll just talk about the markets first and then what kind of content each one needs along the way. The warm market is someone who is now knows they have a problem generally and is looking for a solution, or looking for information, what's out there. Okay, so you provide a different kind of content for them to get to know you and warm them up to you. And then there is what we call the hot audience, which is the buyer or people that are ready to buy now. They are warmed up, they're ready to go. They need the offer to be presented to them, and so they can raise their hand. Okay, so let's just back up. So know that it's not just one piece of content that's going to create a buyer. Content is a long-term strategy, right? It is compounded. One is built on the other. Each piece of content that you write and publish as a post or doing lives, they build on each other. Remember, not everyone is going to see your content. They may read a sentence here, a paragraph there. You may catch their eye here and there, but it's the compound effect of your content over time is what is going to move someone from a stranger into a buyer. Okay? So you've got to be committed to the long term game of this. All right? Because no single post is going to convert someone. Very rare. Okay? Very, very rare. So remember also, our content is to get visible, to prove that we're competent, that we may be an expert in a field. We don't necessarily have to be an expert. We can just know how to move someone from where they are to where they want to be. It is to develop trust and, so that someone will raise their hand and buy from us. Okay. So you want to address the prospect where they're at in their looking at your product. Okay. You may see they're at a particular point, but you really want your content to meet them where they are at. Now, if you are using a funnel, right, and you're constantly building your audience, there are different people are at different points along the way. Some are going to be cold, some will be warm, some will be hot, ready to go. Okay, so you've got to create content that addresses and talks to the cold person that doesn't know who you are. And you can do that with your journey post, your origin post, okay, or a client's journey, okay, warming them up to who you are, who you help, and what kind of results you get. All right, so they're called origin posts, okay, so that people are starting to warm up and get to know who you are. Then content, if people are now warmed up to you, okay, the type of content you want to put out there is more solving problems, providing mini wins. You want to design content that talks about the problem or provides a scenario and even the symptoms that are the byproduct of an underlying problem. So a lot of times you could present case studies, okay, of how you worked with a client and they moved from here to there. You want to describe the consequences of where they are if they stay in the position they are and they don't get help. Okay, so what is it costing them, both emotionally, financially, and time-wise? Okay, those are the big three. So that's the great content to put out there. You also, content that provides many wins is always good. All right. You can also talk about your method. How do you move someone from point A to point B? How do you move someone from where they are today and they hire you and to get to the outcome? Okay. What's your methodology is called? What's your method of getting someone there? Okay, everyone does it differently. That's really how you distinguish yourself differently from someone that perhaps offers the same kind of service. Is what's your delivery message, your methodology, your mechanism of how you move person from here to there. Is this making sense, you guys? Let's see who's on here. Say hi. Hello. Yeah. So that is the content you want to be putting out there for people that are your warm market. Okay. They're just not ready yet. They're not ready yet to buy. And they may sit there in the warm market space just watching you for months. Okay. Even years. I've had clients say they've been watching me for 6 months and now they're ready to buy from me. Dallas, you're the one. I want you to help me build my business online. So you've got to be patient with the process of the movement of the prospect from a stranger to a buyer. And then the last piece of it is a hot audience. Hot audience they are looking for the solution now. They want it now. They know they need help. Okay, they're no longer waiting, sitting around, twiddling their thumbs about this. They are looking for the solution, and they know they have to invest time and money to get it, to get the result they want, and they're just now looking for who is the best person to work with, to hire, that can help them get to the result they want. So at this point, your content should be offers, right? Invitation to work with you, invitation to work together, big offers, okay? Talking about your program. Who does your program serve? Who does it help? Who does it not help? Who is it not for? What are some of the benefits of your program? What are the outcomes? What is the container of your program? You can also look at comparison posts. Why is your program better than something else? Know that most people in today's age have, by the time they've come to you, have already done, have read books on the subject, have probably taken a free seminar or a webinar or a masterclass on the subject. Maybe they've even worked with a coach prior to you and didn't get the result they want. So they're pretty much educated at this point. But you can make a comparison, okay, of why one particular methodology doesn't work or why it didn't work and why your methodology works. So this is what people want to hear at this stage of the game. So you want to be able to have all types of these kind of posts because you've got an audience that is both cold, warm, and hot, okay? They're new to you. You are new to them. They don't have trust in you yet. So you want to develop the trust, show that you're competent, that you know what you're talking about, that you actually have results. You know, you want to provide mini wins. You want to give them, I've heard it say, the appetizer, not the entire menu, which is your program, but the appetizer. So they have a taste of you and how you work and how you get results. And you want people to get mini wins. I'm telling you, even if you provide a solution to people, to a problem, 1% of people that read it will stop and actually implement it. So don't be afraid to give away a solution, okay? And then, of course, again, the people that are ready to go. So from time to time, you want to be making your offer, presenting your complete package so people can read it. What drives me nuts is when, is that people don't tell people what they offer, what the program's all about. What do you get? They make people work for it. People are not going to work for it. You've got to make it easy for people to know what your program all about. Okay. So write it out, make a post about it. Okay. So people can read about it. People will want to read and search and find everything else about you online and your program before they get on the phone with you about your program. So make it easy for them. Okay, by writing it out and by presenting it often in your content. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about engagement because people are so worried that there's not a lot of people engaging on their posts or in their lives. And don't worry about that. Every single client that I've had I didn't know them. I didn't see them engaging at all. They actually are just watching you. They're watching you. They're absorbing your content. They're probably going into your guides. They're seeing everything that you produce, okay? And they probably are not engaging all the time. The people that are engaging all the time are just people that are playing and may probably never buy from you, but they are engaging with you, okay? So don't worry about engagement. Engagement is great to create, to show that there are people watching you, but that's really not the area to be worried about. Really what you want to be doing is sprinkling in content that addresses the cold, the warm, and the hot audience, okay? And eventually people will engage with you, but every single one of my clients I did not even know who they were. Okay, they were not showing up in my feed at all. So I hope this is making sense. Hi, Ravina. you definitely want to have these types of content, different types of content. In my program, we go into details about all the different types of content, but just be sure that you're speaking to these three different types of people that are going through the buyer journey. Remember, the slide I have in my workshop about the person that's like walking past. If you had a brick and mortar boutique and someone is passing by every day going to work and they're looking at your boutique, they're still a stranger to you. The moment they step into your space, they become a warmer lead, a warmer possibility. Okay, they're looking around, they're looking at your wares, they're looking at what you have to offer. Then they may take a garment and actually go into the dressing room and try it on, right? So they're getting warmer. And sometimes they come out empty handed, say it's not for me. Otherwise, they are, yeah, I'm going to buy this shirt. I'm going to buy this dress. So it's the same kind of concept of the stranger to the buyer as we saw in the olden days when we were shopping in our local communities. Now it's all online. Okay, so you've got to provide content for each stage of the buying journey. Okay, you guys, that's what I have today. Hi, Nicole. And I will see you next week. You know where to find me. And have a great rest of your week. Bye.